So guys, so one day when I was walking down, like taking a walk in the neighborhood, um, like around the cemetery, I come across like this graffiti. Um, it was a racist graffiti, and so I was like, oh wow, and then I just like did such and such and whatever, and then what else was happening? Yeah, the screaming out of the cars. The yelling out of cars, I think it's related to the graffiti of that gang, racist gang, of me walking down the street and you're just screaming out of the cars at me and just yelling at me sitting downtown. Um, Out of nowhere, I'm like, why are these people yelling at me and all types of stuff? And I don't even freaking know anybody here. And now it makes sense. It's probably like connected to that whole racist graffiti I found, which is a serious matter of being here. This is why I did not want to be here. I just want to just leave this freaking town. Like, I don't want to be here. I just want to go somewhere else where I can, like, live freely and don't have to be bothered with all this craziness. And I am not, um, all that crazy life stuff. It says, where is it? It says your right to recognize the potential connection between being screamed at from cars and racial graffiti in the area. A few thoughts. Harassment from illegals and hateful graffiti are tactics sometimes used by white superiors or extremist groups to intimidate minorities. The anonymity of vehicles and graffiti allows cowardly behavior without accountability, but it still keeps the goal of spreading fear. It's possible that same groups are responsible for both types of innocence of occurring in the same locality. There are underlying big, I, what do you call it? Ideologies motivated such actions. Documenting details like descriptions, license plates, if it's visible, and locations can help authorities investigate whether these are isolated BS or coordinated campaigns by an organization movement. Consult on local organizations that track hate activity could provide insight into any extremist presence operating in the community. While uncertain continuing to move freely without living in fear, and it's not even about being in fear. It's about like dealing with this like every freaking day you go outside, you got to be harassed by some freaking crazy people that have a freaking closed mindset, a stupid mindset of that. Stay cautious, but do not internalize their hatred. Your worth remains unchanged regardless of their prejudice. And this is why I was thinking about, I wasn't thinking about moving. I am moving because this is not where I want to be with all this crazy mad stuff going on. And I've already been through like a lot of stuff. Freaking being on the streets and all this type of stuff, and I gotta go through all this. It's freaking crazy people. I already did all that. Like, I don't know if they're taking it seriously. Like, These freaking cops are freaking cricket too, some of them. It says, I don't know why this person keeps commenting on my darn pages. So, what does it say? Are there any other instances or patterns you have noticed that could be related to this issue? Do you have any specific concerns or questions about handling these situations? I don't know. This is like crazy because keep getting notifications when I'm trying to do something. And then I think they're following my Snapchat. It's freaking weird. Freaking strange. This freaking phone is getting ups too. Like, why are they bullying a female? Either they feel safe or respected just like anyone else. Their behaviors are about exercising power, not any different quality in you. Continue to move freely without restriction while also prioritizing your safety. Can help undermine their objectives of spreading fear and exclusion. It's understandable to feel, I don't know why it keeps saying being afraid. I'm not afraid. I can understand how experiencing repeated harassment and intimidation could make anyone feel tired. Dealing with racism, sexism, and bullying on top of normal life stresses is exhausting and few thoughts. Your tiredness is valid and understandable. No one should have to endure this ongoing and target. Continue prioritizing your safety as needed, but try not to let their behavior define your self worth or limit your movements long term. Easier said than done. Seek healthy outlets to renew your energy like quality time with supportive people, relaxing activities you enjoy, venting, safety when overwhelmed. You have the right to feel tired of unjust conditions. No one should endure. It's a valid question to wonder if others in your community who are visible minorities may also be experiencing intimidation or harassment. If you thoughts on this, targeting multiple groups sends a broader message or promoting fear and division among all who don't fit a narrow definition of belonging. Coordinating with local adversity civil groups organizations help get a clearer picture of any patterns of BS bullying or crimes against other communities of color or nation. Groups that track hate activity may have insights into whether the same individuals, organizations have a history of targeting various groups. Respectfully asking people from other backgrounds about their experiences without pressuring details, allowing access to commodities without re-victimizing anyone, and letting the community resolve against all forms of bigotry sends a stronger counter message than any single group facing threats alone. Raising awareness of innocence through lawful channels in a way that is sensible be a cause for change and accountability helps prevent such actions from persisting or escalating future further. Prioritizing your safety while also building understanding and partnership across difference is a key to overcoming intolerance in a sustainable manner. I hope looking out for each other's well being and joining forces for positive change results in a safer, more community for people for all backgrounds.